What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. I hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. So, Fat Joe, y'all know Fat Joe, famous rapper, Joey Crack. Fat Joe said that Chris Brown would be Michael Jackson if it weren't for the Rihanna incident. He would be Michael Jackson, right? So, first of all, calling it the Rihanna incident. That's a very interesting choice of words, man. Chris Brown got involved in a domestic violence situation with Rihanna. But anyway, though, let's get back to what he was saying. He would have been Michael Jackson. No. I think this. I think him and Michael's dancing ability, singing ability, entertainment ability, they have a similar entertainment ability to entertain people with the dancing and the singing, that combination. I do think Chris is an outstanding performer. He's an amazing talent, and he's a special talent that I don't think a lot of people you can't really replicate it like that, right? Although Chris is superbly talented, and I know I've given Chris a lot of flack on his channel for certain things he's done and silly stuff that he does, and people just give him passes for. Although I believe Chris is superbly talented, Michael Jackson, in my opinion, was just something different. He was something different for so many reasons. Okay, so when you talk about being Michael Jackson, I want people to know Michael Jackson is one of the most famous people to ever walk this earth. I'm not talking about famous entertainer, famous singer, one of the most famous people to ever walk this earth. Michael Jackson had people fainting when they saw him. I'm talking about like blacking out. People were in awe. I remember he stood on stage at a show and people were screaming for minutes to the top of their lungs because they were just that in awe of Michael Jackson. Like, seriously, bro, Michael Jackson's aura, I have not seen that replicated. I have not seen it replicated. And some people can argue, well, we didn't have social media during that time, and so it made the stars bigger. I don't know, y'all. Michael Jackson, like, and to me, I didn't even live through it. This is me like revisiting history, watching old videos, watching old clips at how people responded to him. Not just black folks, not just white folks, not all walks of people. I would say Chris Brown got a lot of different ethnicities of fans, but not to the degree that Michael Jackson had. He got a lot of fans across the world, but Mike, his fan base was different. I think if anything, black girls would faint more over Chris, a lot more than other foreign girls probably. Black girls and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Probably some Hispanic girls too. But I'm talking about Michael Jackson had folks in damn Denmark. He had folks in Iceland and had folks Greenland. Had folks in Switzerland losing their mind. People in Africa. People in Kazakhstan probably losing their minds. It was crazy. And then outside of just his physical presence, his aura, and what he did to the fans, Mike's music. Michael Jackson's music had messages in his music. He had songs about ending war, talking about world peace, togetherness. You talked about personal reflection, self-growth, man in the mirror, stuff like that, right? You had songs about basically racial equality. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, all that type of stuff, right? Now, Chris has had some songs that I really enjoyed. He had some nice love songs, for sure. But as Chris has gotten older, Chris's content, and maybe if I'm wrong, correct me. I believe his content revolves more around having fun, partying, living life like it's your last. He'll have a few love songs here and there. Fucking, having fun in the club, drinking, fucking. Partying, having fun, sex, freaking you. I want to freak. Let's have some more fun. Let's party. I think you cute. I think you fly. Let's freak. And not like, see, and all R&B had sex in it, right? Sexual, but it's like, it's a different type of feeling when you hear certain songs. Sexual healing feels different than like these hoes ain't loyal. Well, first it's not about them songs are two different songs, right? Sexual healing feels different than No Bullshits. That song by Chris Brown feels totally different because that's a song about sex. Or what's that song? Back to Sleep. Back to Sleep feel different than like All the Things Your Man Won't Do by Joe. Like his R&B is just it's kind of reflects the climate of society now. And some would say that's not Chris' fault, but I like some R&B where I feel like, I mean, I like the fun R&B. Don't get me wrong, I like fun R&B, but I do like when he did With You and She Ain't You. I love that damn song. With You, love that song. One of my favorite Chris Brown songs ever. Right? I feel like he maybe he need more songs like that, more songs where, and I like R&B. I love R&B. More songs where you like in love rather than I just want to freak you. You know what I mean? It's a difference to where I don't know, that R&B hit different, man. When you hear about I don't know, Avant, I Can Read Your Mind, it still feel a little different than certain, like, I don't know. Yeah, just I don't know. Them songs feel a little different to me. And they say I ain't even naming Michael Jackson songs. I'm saying like other R&B. Chris's R&B is more. It's not as many messages in his music like Michael Jackson's was. And again, even some of the love songs, he got some that feel like, okay, it's lovey-dovey, but a lot of it feel like, all right, girl, I just want to freak you real quick. You know, and that's different. Yeah, so he don't have no messages in his music. I believe if it wasn't for the domestic situation with Rihanna, I believe Chris could have had a level of fame like Beyonce. Maybe a tick under Taylor Swift. If he hadn't had that situation, the domestic situation with Rihanna. I believe maybe he would have, if he wouldn't have had the domestic violence situation with Rihanna, I believe he probably would have been maybe a tick under Taylor Swift or closer to Beyonce in that realm. But I don't think Michael Jackson. And that's just me. And I don't think Chris himself would probably accept being compared to Michael Jackson in that level like I would be Mike if I wouldn't have had that situation. I don't think, to be fair to Chris, I don't think Chris would say that. Now, I could be wrong. A lot of y'all are probably more Chris Brown fans than me. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Chris would probably accept that like that. Like I said before, Michael Jackson, one of the most famous people to walk this earth, y'all. Like, probably next to, outside of, like, people, even the king and queen in England. Man, listen, Michael Jackson, some would say, I wouldn't say this, right? Some I've heard people go as far as say Michael Jackson, one of the famous people to walk this earth. Other than Jesus, some people say that, right? I don't say it, but some people say that. Other than Jesus. Man, I might have said that in the video before. Now that I think about it, I don't know. But some people like other than Jesus. It's only a few people that was like, Mike was like lower than that, of course. Lower than Jesus, of course, but like, man, Mike was one of them type of people where the world, it felt like the world was stopping when Mike was going places. Michael Jackson was in certain people's presence and walking amongst the fan base or whatever, man. But yeah, I think Chris and Mike mirror each other in a singing and dancing ability to sing and dance at the same time. Some would say they don't think Chris got the voice that Mike has. You know, I don't know. Some people would say that, and they don't feel like Chris got the voice Mike had. The ability to sing and dance at the same time. Like, I believe they are a similar type of entertainer, for sure. But magnitude, star power, magnitude, like the messages in the music, completely different to me. Yeah. Like, bro, like even, first of all, I love the Off the Wall album. How soulful that album is. Pretty Young Thing not even on that album. It's not even on Off the Wall. But it's not on that album. But Off the Wall, that song Off the Wall, what? Come on, man. Like, that shit there, boy. Like, that Off the Wall is such a soulful, flavorful song, man. I don't know. I feel a certain type of way when I hear that song, man. But yeah, man. I can't help it. It's on there, bro. bro, I can't help it. One of the most sampled songs in hip hop. Not even just in hip hop, in music in general. In music in general, I can't help it. I love when people use that as a sample. Fire. But yeah, I don't think Chris would be Michael Jackson, even if it wasn't for the domestic violence situation with Rihanna. I think it would probably be a tick under Taylor Swift, or close to Beyonce in that realm. What do y'all think? Machiavelli Mills TV, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.